Welcome to Java programming classes. So we are discussing types of inheritance, and we have already covered the single inheritance. Now we'll see the multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, we'll have more than one parent class and more than one child class. Okay. Suppose in multi-level inheritance, in inheritance hierarchy, there will be more than two participating classes. Here, see, you have three participating classes. Class A is a class, okay, and class B is descendant of class A. That means class B is child of class A. Class A is parent of B. And coming to class C is child of class B. Class C is child of class B. And Class C is child of class B. Class B is parent of class C. We cannot say class A as parent of class C. It's not direct parent. Direct parent is B. Okay. So yeah, even though the inherited properties of B will be inherited to C, A is called as grandparent of C. Okay. This can be extended up to any length. Here you can create one more, but this is a linear chain. Okay, so this parent class, some intermediate class, child class, as grandparent class, parent class, child class. In that way, in these three classes, there are two parents and two childs. B is child of A, C is child of C. Okay, A is parent of B and B is parent of C. A derived class will be inheriting a base class, and as well as the derived class also act as the base class to other class. This is the derived class which is acting as both parent and child. Here in this case it is parent, in this case it is child. So it is acting as both derived and child. Class A serves as a base class for the derived class B, which in turn serves as a base class for the derived class C. Okay. This is the point you need to remember, and we have to test also. In Java, a class cannot directly access the grandparents members. Okay, you'll see what is it. So this is the syntax. Class A, this is the parent class. To declare B, class B, which is child of A kada. So class B extends A. And to declare this class C, which is descendant of class B, we have to write in this way. Class C extends B. Okay, this is a class diagram and this is the way we write classes. We'll write the class, we'll write a small program to understand this. I'm opening a new file. Here I'll write some multi-level inheritance demo. Okay, so in what way I have to save this? So this is saved. This is saved with this name. That means I'm going to write main in this. Public static void main. Okay, we'll keep it like this. It's a driver class for us. That what we want to write, we want to do some write some classes. Say I'm writing a class shape. Okay, and I want to write one more class with the name rectangle, class rectangle, and I want to make it as subclass of shape. How to do that? Extends shape, and I want to create one more class circle. I want to make it a subclass of rectangle. For that reason, extends rectangle. Okay. So if you observe this, A is superclass and sorry, shape is superclass, rectangle is descendant of it, and circle is descendant of rectangle. So three classes with multi-level hierarchy. We'll write some methods in them. I'm writing some method. Some text I'm writing. I'm not calculating anything here. Just which method gets invoked at what point of time that I want to. Uh, Here I want to write one more. Here I want to change the name. If I keep this name, this is something else. We'll learn it later and let's change the name. Let the name be area. Method name be area. System inside area method of which class? Area inside area of which class? Rectangle class. Okay. In this also I want to write one more method. Let the method name be volume. Okay. Inside volume method of circle class. Okay. Anyways, you understood single inheritance, but to make things clearer, I want to tell you one thing. So if I create object for shape, I can access only display method. If I create object for rectangle, I can access this area method and I can also call this display method. If I create object for this circle, I can call volume method, I can call area method, and I can also call this display method. So let's check that. Okay. So I'm creating object for circle here. Object name, let it be C, new circle. Okay. So we'll check whether we can call all. So first method is C dot display, and next method is C dot area, and the other method is C dot volume. Okay. We'll check it out whether it is working or not. What's the name of the program? Multi-level inheritance demo. So it's able to call all the methods. Okay, is it clear? So what I want you to do is I want you to create object for shape class and call all the methods. What happens? I want you to create the object for rectangle class and uh, test what happens. Okay, you just examine what is happening by changing this class name here. Okay, and I also want to test these two. I do not want to call. I want to test one thing, that is, can I call this area method from my volume? Okay, area method is present where it is present in the class rectangle. That means in the parent of circle. So the methods of parent will be inherited to child also. So I am thinking that I can call it. So if I call volume, the very first line is calling the area, so it should call this method. Okay, and then it has to print this inside the volume of the circle. Is it happening or not? We'll check. Did I save? Control C. Checking all alternatives uh, let you become good at OOP concepts. So when I call volume method, inside that volume method, the first call is rectangle area method. So it is called. After that, the print has happened. Okay. Now what I want to check is my shape class has display method. From this I want to call this. Okay. As far as my understanding is, as far as my understanding that as far as of my understanding, what I understood here is all the members of the superclass will be inherited to subclass. Okay. So it's able to access the display method of that also. Okay. And there is one more example I'll share in the Google Classroom. I'll share in the Google Classroom and I want you to execute it and understand it. Okay. So that's all for multi-level inheritance.